Hello there. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the heel toe gear shifter on the Super Meteor. I bought one recently from Hitchcock's and fitted it and was very disappointed, and I can understand now why everybody was saying that the heel toe shifters were awful on the ones that they rode in the testing. The ones that came from India initially had them fitted, and they were all complaining and saying what rubbish they were. And I thought that's strange, because I've had one on my Classic 500, which I bought as an accessory, and it's been wonderful. And it wasn't until I got this one from Hitchcock and fitted it to the bike that I realised that my foot wasn't actually fitting anywhere near the heel. And so I decided I got my old heel toe shifter that was on the Classic, which I removed when I sold it, and measured it against the new one. And there was quite a difference. There was actually nearly 2 inches difference from the toe part to the heel part. So what I've done is I've chopped mine and moved it 2 inches. The heel part I've chopped off and moved it 2 inches along and welded it again, and the result is remarkable. It actually is great now. So we'll get down here and have a look. So here we are. You can see now you'd think it would not probably work very well, but it did. It worked brilliantly. The toe part is, I would say you could actually remove it, bring it back an inch, and it would fit the foot better, but I've not many complaints with that part. So I don't know if one can see very well here. I've actually chopped it where the bend was, and then I flattened it out on the anvil so it's all straightened out, and I clamped it with some mole grips and welded it. I did clamp it with the mole grips first and just put it on the bike to see if it was right, and it was perfect, and my foot fits really well now. I'm not a person with small feet by any means. I take size 11s, and with the boot it's a foot long. So we can see here, that's a bit too close, the toe is working on there. That's the heel. Now when the is right there to work on the shifter. Whereas before, as it was, I was having to lift my foot off the peg to come back to hit the rear part of the heel shifter. But now that is lined up for me perfectly. It seems very natural. It's at the same distance that the old Classic shifter was. Right. Here's the shifter I had on the Classic 500. Obviously it's not going to fit anywhere near on here, but you can see by the length of the thing that's more in line, and I always found that very comfortable, very easy to shift with. And I think that's the reason that so many people were having a problem with these heel toes on the Super Meteors. Anyway, that's my deduction. So I would say, unless you've got feet like Coco the Clown, you'd better be prepared to do an alteration on it to make it work for you. So the shifter was actually shortened by 2 inches to make it come right. Okay, hope that was helpful. I suppose I should have made the video as I was going along doing it, but I can't be arsed, to be honest. I just like to get on with it and do the little job, and if it works I'll tell you about it. If it doesn't, well, you'll never know. There you go. Bye for now.